Please state your name, occupation, and position you are seeking.
My name's B. Javier Mendoza. Yes, my first name is the letter B. I'm running for City Council District 6, and I am president of Mendoza Maintenance Group.
And have you received any formal education?
Yes, I have a degree in political science from Texas A&M International.
How long have you lived in the district?
I moved to the district, I think it was 2002.
What do you think is the primary need in your district, and how do you plan to address it?
Well, I guess the primary need is that I think the district needs leaders that will manage our taxes right. And I think that's one of the issues that everybody is facing right now is the property appraisals that keep on going up. Taxes are going up because of that, so I think that's the major issue facing my district.
And what do you see as the most pressing need for the city as a whole, and how do you plan to address that?
I think one of the things that the city needs to change is the way we govern. I think they're spending too much of our tax dollars, selling too many CO bonds, certificate of obligation bonds, which allow them to sell these bonds without voter approval. And that is why I'm proposing a bond ordinance, meaning that the voters, the city of Laredo, the constituents will be able to say yes or no, just like they do with UISD. And they voted down the $400 million bond package that they had requested. But that's something that I really want to do as a city councilman, and that, in essence, will change a lot. But it's the most simple way, I think, to change the way we govern.
What would you do to help control crime, particularly domestic violence, gang violence, and drug trafficking?
Well, as a city councilman, I want to be more involved with our community, especially with our homeowners associations, and there are many in my district, and work with our schools, create neighborhood watch programs, inform the people what the police officers also offer besides just law enforcement. There's many things that we can do. Work with programs like Casa Misericordia, and let them know that there's programs out there for domestic violence for women who have been in a domestic, in an abusive relationship. So we need to educate our constituents to what's out there, and I believe we will work with these organizations either by town hall meetings or at homeowners association meetings, and let them know exactly what it is that we can offer them, and work to promote more of these organizations.
Your opponents may try to point out weaknesses in your campaign over the next month. What do you believe they'll say is your biggest weakness, and how will you respond?
Well, sorry for that. I think one of the the city's a nonpartisan race, so they can't use my past. Well, they can try to use my past affiliation with the Republican Party. They have done that in the past, but this is nonpartisan. So I think what they're going to do is just throw everybody off if they do that. And especially with the ballot, it's going to be what it's not. If someone decides to vote straight ticket Democrat, they're just not going to vote in my race because this is a city election. There's no political parties, but. I think that would be the biggest. I think also with the bond ordinance that I'm proposing, they may say that I want to increase taxes. That will not increase taxes. It's just going to say, hey, you want to spend our money, you need our permission. And that's all that they're doing. And if you're going to do that, you better do it wisely, because there's going to be consequences. And so I think my biggest weakness will probably be the Republican, being chairman of the Republican Party. But Joe Guerra and Gene, the current councilmen, are Republican, so I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Well, why should voters choose you over the other candidates?
I believe we're all qualified. I think everybody that's running is qualified to be a city councilman. I think the only thing that the people should notice is where we stand on the issues. I mean, the other candidates say that there's problems, but they don't address them. So in reality, to them, there are no problems because they have no solutions. You can't have a problem without a solution. And I'm actually the only one offering solutions to many of the problems we're facing. And so I think if people see that, they know that there's qualified candidates, but people want a direction. And I believe I offer a new direction, because leadership, anybody can offer leadership, but it's in the direction that we take them. And I believe that I'm the only one that is not promoting the status quo. And so I think that qualifies me to be the best candidate for City Council.